Greetings all. Vanny here for Gemini's Daily Oracle Message. Where'd you go? Come back here. The first card is Movement in Reverse. But because numerologically it comes up to 10, which is the number of completion, because this is a 28, 2 and 8 makes 10, it maybe feels like this stuck period is going to be over. And that is wonderful, because when we're stuck and stagnant, that is where energy, similar to water, starts to toxify. Because if you have a pool of water and if it just sits unmoving, it starts to build up bacteria and algae, and vermin can start living in there. Very similar, your own energy works like this, hanging on to guilt, shame, regret, fear, anxiety, and making this what your energy has to pass through. So instead of it being a pure, clear movement of inspiration, direction, love, compassion, and confidence, it's crudted up with doubt, fear, anxiety, the thoughts that you don't deserve happiness, that you don't deserve love, that you don't deserve to be successful. We have the Bone Collector, a sort of divinator. I like how the clock is beside her, and the 4 there is grayed out. Well, not grayed out, but what's the word? I don't know. It's simply a different color, so that's like where your eyes are drawn and attended to. And it being a 4 makes me think like maybe in about 4 months, this will all change. You also have the Spirit of Place in reverse. This, with movement in reverse, makes me feel like you are not living in your everyday. You're trapping yourself in either the depression of the past or the anxiety of the future, reminiscing on old ways that you could have done things, ways that you could have reworked a situation. Or maybe you're dreading something that you're coming into, dreading growing up, dreading going into the new year. I want you to get out a book or even do a video message to yourself and talk out, write out, sing, scream, scribble, draw out, whatever it is that is resting in your chest, that heavy anxiety that's making you feel stagnant like this. And I just want you to get it out, because it is going to continue to clog up your energy like pressing on a cork from the inside the wine bottle. It's going to explode out, and you do not want to be in an emotional explosion. I am speaking from my own experience, love. If you're having fears, if you're having anxieties, doubts, you have to let these things out, because your emotions are there for a reason. Your emotions are important for a reason. It's called energy in motions. That's why it's called emotions. And they're trying to tell you things, and if you ignore them because society tells you you're not allowed to feel sad, you're not allowed to feel scared, you're not allowed to feel worried, if people tell you that because of a certain gender you were born as, or because of a certain role you have, you're not allowed to feel, you need to remove yourself from those people, first of all, because that is toxic. And you need to let yourself cry. You need to let yourself grieve. You need to let yourself scream, because all of that building up inside is not only keeping you trapped where your energy is being pulled apart. Yeah, exactly. This one-ring circus where you feel completely isolated, and you're just trying to put on a show and maintain this masquerade that we walk around in, and you feel isolated. Yeah, because like similarly, that's just a recurring image with the movement and the one-ring circus of the... Why are words so hard today? The developments on the back of the animals. How he has an entire circus and that there's a windmill up there. There is work that you have done. There is developments that you have made. And how you are thinking about yourself, or the overwhelming emotions that you're having is preventing them from moving forward. Dry desert, feeling like you are completely isolated. But a recurring number for you is 4, because the spirit of place is 4. Dry desert comes up to 4. 4 is the number of stability. 4 is the number of balance, because you think about it, the legs of a table or a chair, they have 4 legs because it supports things fully. And you have support, Gemini. You absolutely have support from your spirit teams. But you have to recognize them, because these goblins of your mind, these goblins of doubt coming from other people, coming from outside sources that are making you feel like you're not enough, they need to be expunged. They need to be kicked out, cleaned out, because they're not helping you. You have help available to you. You have guidance available to you. You have a direction available to you if you call upon your ancestors, if you call upon your spirit team, or simply put your time and energy in another place, because whatever is going on now is not working. And I'm not saying that you should give up on your dream if that is what you're working on. I'm simply saying it might be time for a reorientation of how you're viewing the situation. Because there's a lot of isolation that I feel here. A lot of things being thrown into the fray, into chaos, and not feeling like you don't have any support going into it. But that is how you are perceiving the situation can greatly change. I don't want to say anything specific because I don't know what you're going through, love, but I can say that this too shall pass, like every other situation that you have been in. Focus on being in the here and now, and try to make little steps towards whatever goal you want, even if it's just getting out of the situation to becoming the head of your own business. Make little goals now, my love, and you'll see how quickly that movement changes in the new year. Have a beautiful day, Gemini.